in the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing on first down is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
26.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's got his tight end fed. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Let's put that team on the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. McFarland In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down, Colts. Down. 10 Tucson. Leo. Say. Bang.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now Pollard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down now, Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Set. 18 Gators. What we got? What we got? What we got? Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check 26, check 26. Get it.
On first and 10, Lawrence. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On second down, McFarland. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. On first down, Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of a yard.
On play action, it's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
80 weapons.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give the Colts 13 yards at a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First down, Indianapolis.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Clear. Switch. Hey, orbit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Undercrush. Hey, wahoo! 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, let's get that home. 55 is Mike, guys, 55. Okay, double up.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play, that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence going to take a shot for Gallup. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Murray going to throw. He's got Smith here. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 22, Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 26 Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check nickel. Hard. You got tape.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable for Grant. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mack Wilson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is Grant. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
26 Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 26 Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. $21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's make these babies proud.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Lawrence. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure.
Go. Bravo. Rock it. Check 3. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
56 to Mike, boy. Look at me. Score. Hey, Echo. Defense.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Here's Pollard again. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tony Pollard, 49 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, Charlie. Mike 55.
On first down, Lawrence. Campbell making the catch. The end result, 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, McFarland. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Running game working that stick ribbon on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
Break. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, defense, let's go. Quick the edge. Come. Protein spill. Roll out. 10. Joker. Down.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Past the 20. Give them 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Gano the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be...
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go back to Grant.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Double time. Hey, you got 3 down.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll field this at the 5. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 43. Check. Slam.
They'll try and run for it. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Man. Yo, faster. Hey, high 7, 5.
Throwing again. Lawrence. On the move to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.